What if I told you that a watch you could buy 2 years ago for 13,000 euros is now worth over 25,000 euros, and you didn't need to do anything except wear it? No apps, no day trading, no stressful portfolios, just time ticking on your wrist. This isn't a Wall Street fairy tale or a crypto pipe dream. It's real, it's tangible. It's Rolex, and right now, it's redefining how the wealthy think about investing, because sometimes wealth isn't in your bank. It's sitting on your wrist. One watch in particular has shattered expectations. The Rolex Cosmograph Daytona, reference 11650OLN, released in stainless steel with a black Siracrum bezel and classic chronograph styling. It instantly struck a chord with collectors and connoisseurs. Its retail price in 2022 was about 13,000 euros. Fast forward just 2 years. That same watch is now commanding 25,000 euros or more on the secondary market. In some circles, prices spike beyond 30,000 euros depending on condition and configuration. It didn't take a decade, it took 2 years. That's not growth, that's acceleration. What caused this model to surge in value so quickly? It comes down to a powerful cocktail: heritage, hype, and most importantly, scarcity. Rolex doesn't operate like other brands. It's not about flooding the market, it's about controlling it. They restrict production, maintain long wait lists, and distribute just enough to create a sense of unattainability. Walk into a Rolex boutique asking for a Daytona, and you're more likely to be offered a polite smile than a timepiece. Because, in Rolex's world, desire is manufactured just as precisely as the watches themselves. It's all part of the brand's calculated scarcity strategy. Rolex doesn't just sell luxury, they sell legacy. That legacy is carefully protected through controlled supply. Even though they produce over 1 million watches annually, only a fraction are steel sports models. The Daytona, it's one of the most tightly rationed references in the entire lineup. Authorized dealers don't even keep them on display. They go directly to VIP clients, often with long purchasing histories. Scarcity in the Rolex universe isn't a side effect, it's the blueprint. But what makes this interesting isn't just the control, it's how the market reacts. When a watch is almost impossible to buy new, it becomes the magnet for collectors and investors alike. Demand spills over into the resale market, and prices climb fast. The Daytona, specifically, has become the poster child of this phenomenon. You can't just buy one, you have to earn it, or pay the premium and jump the queue. This is where luxury transforms into leverage, and access becomes everything. Now here's where things get even more fascinating. Rolex isn't just for watch lovers anymore, it's for investors. And not just casual ones. Ultra-wealthy individuals, high-net-worth collectors, even hedge funds are all shifting portions of their capital into tangible assets like watches. Why? Because watches offer something stocks and crypto don't: physical presence, cultural value, and liquidity. You can hold it, wear it, travel with it, and sell it globally. It's the only asset class that gets admiring glances while generating returns. Data backs this up. From 2018 to 2023, some Rolex models appreciated at annual rates exceeding 20%. The Daytona Rev 11650OLN led the pack. During market uncertainty, COVID, inflation, bank crashes, Rolex values held strong, some even rose. Unlike volatile tech stocks or speculative crypto coins, Rolex watches have history, demand, and craftsmanship behind every tick. It's a different kind of investment, one that wears its worth, and when the economy shakes, luxury often stands still or climbs higher. Let's put that in context. If you bought a Daytona at retail 2 years ago and decided to resell it today, you can walk away with over 10,000 euros in profit. No algorithms, no margin calls, no sleepless nights. Just a carefully crafted watch, quietly building equity while you wear it to dinner. For many, that's the dream. For some, it's already reality, who said investments can have risk presence. So, is it too late to join the game? Not quite. While some top-tier models have reached peak pricing, there are still opportunities hiding in plain sight. Consider the Rolex Explorer. Understated, durable, and rich with history, yet still priced reasonably compared to its sportier siblings. Or the Rolex Milgauss, recently discontinued and now drawing renewed collector attention. Even the Air King, with its aviation heritage, is starting to rise in value. Because in the watch world, sleepers often become stars. Here's the key: know what to look for. Not all Rolexes are created equal. Beyond the model name, there are reference numbers, dial variations, movement updates, and production windows. A model produced for 5 years may be far rarer than one made for 10, and those subtle differences matter. Short production runs often translate into higher future demand. Discontinuations, special editions, or even transitional dials can create explosive resale performance. Value isn't always visible, but it's always traceable for those who know where to look. Let's not forget condition. This isn't just about the watch, it's about the package. Watches with original boxes, papers, service history, and unpolished cases command significantly higher prices. A mint condition Rolex with full documentation can sell for thousands, more than a beat-up example of the same model. Just like classic cars, provenance matters. And in today's savvy market, small details make big differences. You're not just buying steel and gears, you're buying the story that comes with it. Now, if you're serious about investing in Rolex, here are 3 tips that seasoned insiders use. First, monitor Rolex's annual releases closely. When a model is quietly discontinued, prices usually rise. Collectors rush to buy the last generation. Second, avoid overpaying due to hype. When social media drives prices to high, a correction often follows. Emotional buying is expensive buying. Third, study secondary market trends. Tools like auction results, historical price charts, and dealer inventory can give you insight into what's rising and what's about to dot in the luxury space. Research isn't optional. It's your best ROI, and remember, this is a long game. Don't treat Rolex like a quick flip. The biggest gains often come after years, not months. By what you love, by what's rare, and by what's smart, a Rolex is more than a watch. It's legacy in motion, it's personal history that accrues value, and best of all, it's something you can enjoy every single day. You don't have to frame your investments. Sometimes you just wear them, still wondering where to start. Consider pieces from the recent past, models that have exited production but haven't yet spiked in demand. Explore niche references, study market trends and collector behavior. And most importantly, don't buy just because it looks good. Buy because it has staying power, because when the world moves fast, your Rolex investment will move with it, slowly, surely, and profitably. Because when time is money, your wrist is the portfolio. Luxury is no longer just about indulgence. It's about intelligence. It's about knowing what assets will preserve your wealth while elevating your lifestyle. Rolex has become a gateway to this new kind of investing, where passion meets precision and style meets smart strategy. And in the next decade, this movement is only expected to grow. Watches were once just accessories, now they're access to wealth. If this video gave you new perspective on how the elite invest, make sure to subscribe to Elite Prestige, the home of high-value insights in luxury, collectibles, and smart living. We break down trends, decode opportunities, and bring you the tools to move differently and smarter in markets that matter. Like this video, share it with a fellow investor or enthusiast, and drop a comment below. Which Rolex do you think is next to double? This is Elite Prestige, where luxury isn't just worn, it's leveraged.